Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Hustle.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it third down. Now Prescott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll run with Thompson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Smith now to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's brought down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here you go.
A first down carry for Smith. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is. And the first play will be a field goal try. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Settle down, huh?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And fights through 1 man. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready? 12.
Smith on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Prescott off play action. And he's got it to Hearns. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Prescott on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I said 980. Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Smith. Forced out to his left. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action. It's Smith. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Hey, gun.
Kelly, they try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Smith now on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got room. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They run it here with Thompson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Bruce Carter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. And that's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. On 1st and 10, Smith throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards there and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Smith. They'll go over the middle to Reed. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the ground, it's Thompson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Rob Kelly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now Smith. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Good.
Prescott to throw this time. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, it's Prescott. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Prescott now. He finds Hurns left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
It's coming now.
stepping up. He'll try and run. And now running right through it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ready? I said.
On first down, it's Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Smith from the gun, he'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, yellow. Hey, we got 3, we got 10.
Again, Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Smith operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right? And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Hunt. And he's taken down down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, 47, 26.
This is Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It's coming now. Sweat, hey.
Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Prescott now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Prescott to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touch.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Thompson on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Smith with his first throw of OT. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Redskins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set, line, 80. Orange.
From the 50, it's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch, one-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Smith now on second down. Ducks into the grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Smith. Flushed out right. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Redskins on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
There we go, kill. Gun. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Cowboys on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And then Beasley with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first, and that'll be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Throwing. Prescott is going to fire one deep. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Aikman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, we had 2 ties last season in 2016, and now we've got another here.
They're part of the game, and I can sound philosophical here and say, well, what can you do? But neither team happy, right? No one wants to walk away from here with a tie. But I guess it's better than walking away with a loss, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the bright side for both teams, but nobody walking away a victor.